The Switch has thousands of games, and there are more every day. It's getting ever more difficult to find something that you like, so I'm here doing a new kind of video for me, and highlighting some of my favorite games released this week on the Nintendo Switch. This is Orikongaming. If you're new here, I'm Orikon, and I talk about games. If you'd like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, click on that bell icon, it all helps with engagement. But with that out of the way, let's get started. The headline releases this week are a double helping of nostalgia from humongous entertainment. I'm talking about Freddy Fish 3 and Putt-Putt Travels Through Time, two kids' edutainment titles from the 90s that serve as a great introduction into the point-and-click genre. If you have kids, or if you just feel like revisiting your childhood, they are on sale right now, so have at it. But if you're like me, and you didn't grow up with these games, then there isn't much here for you. I snagged Putt-Putt at the behest of my wife. She grew up with them. So I have a bit of nostalgia by proxy. It's cute, but nothing you can't find in a more mature adventure title like King's Quest. Speaking of old school releases, Fight and Jokes is an obscure cartoon fighter originally released for the MS-DOS. Now, it's back, and it's looking better than ever. If you like comedy fighters like Waku Waku 7 or Clay Fighters on the Super Nintendo, I suggest checking this out. It's throwback to the extreme, including a parody of Mortal Kombat style finishing moves that they call Dementalities. Next, it's been called Sonic Meets Spider-Man, and it's actually my favorite title this week. Crumble has you roll and swing at high speeds while the level literally crumbles around you. We're talking precision platform and breakneck reaction gameplay. This is the indie title that everyone's talking about this week, and you don't want to be left behind by this cute little blue blob. Moving from one small round dude to another, the Arcade Archives company is releasing Super PacMan this week. This is a classic that needs no explanation, but I would actually advise to steer clear of this release because later this year Namco is releasing a compilation called Namco Museum Plus. It has this game on it, along with over 10 other Pac-Man variations. To me, that's worth waiting for. Arcadia Fallen is a fantasy-themed visual novel with puzzle elements and a focus on customization. Your choices will supposedly really matter, and yes, there is a dating component to the game, with LGBTQ plus friendly choices. That's a rare thing in gaming still to this day, so it's worth noting for everyone looking for that. The Switch has become a haven for mid-budget RPGs, and now we're getting Demon Gaze Extra, a first-person dungeon crawler with all the fan service typical of the genre. This was originally a PlayStation Vita title, and fans of it from back then will be pleased to know that this release is expanded with new gameplay and enhanced graphics. Now, I don't usually recommend meme games to others, but I do enjoy them myself as a guilty pleasure. But a few months back, I saw the Super Beard Bros play this masterpiece, Epic Dumpster Bear 2. You play as an irradiated bear on a mission of revenge. Really, this footage speaks for itself, and now that the game is on Switch, it might be time to pick it up. So it's not actually on the eShop yet, but Limited Run Games has just opened pre-orders for the upcoming Valos Collection. These are a trilogy of underrated platformers that debuted on the PC Engine back in the day and had an impressive amount of cutscenes and voice acting for the time. There's a reason that console was so expensive. If you want to get a feel for the franchise, a Super Nintendo port of the fourth Valos game is available on the Nintendo Switch online service for the Super Nintendo. So check that out. And those are my picks for this week on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, it's based on my personal opinion, so if I didn't talk about your new favorite game, sound off in the comments. Maybe you will end up showing me a new obsession. And let me know if you want to see more from any of these games. These are just my personal thoughts from quick glances. With enough fan requests, I could definitely put some time into doing a full review on any of these titles. Also, this is just a short and sweet introduction to these types of videos for me. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make them better. I'm always looking to learn. And with that, I hope to see you back next week, right here on Orikongaming.